My name is Mr. Steve Bodunde Obigbemi. I'm a zoologist and financial consultant. I work with Fair. I'm a teens coach and a children teacher. I'm married. I am married for 25 years and I have 5 children, 3 biological and 2 adopted. To the glory of God, all the 5 of them are in the university presently. A father is someone who is responsible for bringing children to this earth and who looks after them from cradle to they become adults. A father is someone who is able to carry his children from nursery school, see them to primary school, to secondary school, to whatever until they become fathers and mothers. I think that's when your duty as a father is done. Fatherhood is a lifetime work, a lifetime occupation that is unfortunately not being celebrated like a mother, because a father provides for his children from cradle. He pays the NEPA bill, make sure that the children have food to eat, and he's also able to carry them to school, to nurture them, and to be able to direct them, to counsel them and bring them up. So fatherhood is a lifetime occupation, not something you do and retire at a particular point. You have to carry it up to until they become fathers. I think that's when your work is maybe I would say 80% done. So until you make them into men or women, that's when your work as a father is done. I think fathers should be celebrated because it's a lifetime work. It's a lifetime project. It's not something you do for, I say, you get tired of, I want to resign from this occupation. Fathers being celebrated because fathers have to provide for their children financially, emotionally, and in every way your children needs your attention. You should be there. You should be there physically for them. You should be able to guide them, nurture them, direct them. And people just focus on fatherhood as providing money. Fatherhood is beyond that. Fatherhood it's you need to be there in your children's life. You need to be there to be able to direct your children. One of my sons said he was tired and frustrated in final year. And I was like, how can you be frustrated in final year? He was like, he was fabricating something. He's doing engineering and then the thing broke. And he felt, that's the end of the matter. So he felt so, and I told him, I said, no, that's the beginning of life. They're just coming out now. So fatherhood is something that you need to, apart from finance, you need to be physically present in your children's life. Know them, be their friend, be their coach and mentor, so that they can have guidance in life. The challenges are many. A very serious one is financial. Being able to meet up, like I said, I have 5 children now who are in the university. Having 5 children, 4 of them in private universities, is a huge challenge. To be able to provide for their feeding, to be able to provide for their upkeep, to be able to provide for them physically and give them direction, to also physically be able to be there in their lives. So you have to manage whatever you are doing, not just sending money, but you have to be there to know what is happening to each one so that you can guide them emotionally so that they don't go wrong. So challenges are many. Finance is one of them. Then being able to create time, which is where most fathers, the way I see it, where the huge challenge comes in, is creating time to be able to know the children, ask them, interact with them, ask them what their daily challenges are, and then be able to correct and guide. Because if you are not able to correct and guide, they will get the guidance from somewhere else. And then if you are their mentor and their friend, then you are able to correct certain things and bring them up in the way of the Lord. I'll rate myself 9.5. I've always told them that they have the best father in the world. That apart from being a father who is physically present in their lives, I'm there for them as a coach. To the glory of God, I'm able to meet their financial challenges, and I'm also able to meet their emotional challenges. And I'm also their friend. I'm able to carry them. I know what is happening. If things happen, my children call me first. Once there's an issue, before they talk to somebody else, they'll call me and say, I need to let my dad know about this thing. They want to take decisions, they call me. My daughter called, she's defending her project today, and last night she was calling, asking for direction, asking for advice. So fatherhood is a huge responsibility. My advice to be fathers, it's huge. Any male species can impregnate and become a father. But the fatherhood there, or being a real father, is not just being able to sleep with a woman to give birth to a child. It's being able to be present in that life and have positive influence. Have influence that will guide and direct the life of the child. So my advice to be father is to be ready emotionally, financially, and physically to be able to create time to be there. It's not just to bring out money. I have plenty of friends who just send money, but they are not physically there in the lives of these children. So, and it causes a huge problem when you are not physically there. There are directions you need to give that you have to be physically there to give these directions. When you are not physically there, you miss it. And unfortunately, fatherhood is a process. It's not something you jump into. You have to be there from cradle to finish. You need to be there. You need to be able to give advice. You need to be able to give counsel. You need to also be there financially. So fatherhood is a huge process. When I hear how much they sell milk now, I know that you have to be prepared to enter into the venture. And if you want peace, you need the body. The body is very essential to being a father. But beyond money, you need to be emotionally stable. You need to also be intellectually there to be able to guide. And we also need to know, for we'll be fathers, one other advice is don't rate your children. Your children they have different destinies, they have different capabilities. How you mentor child A is different from how you mentor child B. But there's a general process, but each one is specific. We should work with that thing in mind. That children are different.